is one of the bays here in Korcula in Croatia, and it's a cracker of a day, quite warm, and I'm keen to see where you guys are. Is there, by the way, anybody in Korcula? And have I indeed turned on comments? Because last time I didn't have comments on. Super chat. Let's just check. Some messages are visible. All messages are visible. Great. Great. So we've got all the settings right. Hello, Nazard. Hello, Arnav. You're always in early. And have a look at that behind me, guys. Isn't that glorious? Oh, we got a Hockenheimer here. I loved that race I went to in 2019. It was one of my best days at the track. Christina's here. She's one of my regular members. Good to see some members in early today. Drivers are on holidays, as you know, and I've seen, and you probably would have seen if you follow, say, Charles Leclerc. He is in, and just give me a thumbs up, by the way, if the audio is okay. It needs to be louder or softer. Charles Leclerc is in Mykonos. We've got George Russell's in Santorini. I believe Lando Norris is also in Croatia. A couple of people have said he is in Zadar, which is, I don't even know, it might not even be 2 hours from here. It was 2 hours from the last stop. And I'm just now working on a video about Lando Norris, the rise and rise of Lando Norris. Hello, Eddie. It is a beautiful place, all right, and I'm under some covering, thank you. Otherwise, if I was out there, it would be hellishly hot. Nice glass. Well, I have to have these glasses on Axel, because these are my only pair of glasses that have the same focus the whole way up. My others are all graduated. So for me to read the screen, I have to be looking up like that so I can see through the bottom. Hello, Led Zeppelin, Werewolf Girl 73, probably born in 73. Hi, Malaysia. Well, it'll be warmer than here, I guess, in Malaysia. Water's calm enough for you. It's been a bit blowy the last couple of days. And another video I'm also working on is drivers and their logos, because all 20 drivers have a logo. Some are more recognizable than others, and I will go through those at some point with you. January 79, says Led Zeppelin. Do you live in Australia? Yes. No, I don't go back to Australia. You can't go back to Australia. You've got to do 2 weeks quarantine in a hotel. We've only got a certain number of days off, and it wouldn't have been worthwhile. Dimitri's in Russia. We're going to Russia later this year. Am I doing any water sports? No, not really, just a bit of swimming. Yeah, but now, Gordon, I'll tell you something. Today I got wind of the fact that the Belgian authorities may not recognise our Bahrain vaccination credentials. In fact, there's some doubt whether they'll recognise Britain's NHS COVID injection vaccination thingo. So that is something that needs to be sorted out. But luckily, I also I think I can get an EU vaccination passport, and I'll know on the 18th of this month. So I think I'll be fine, but I think it may, if the Belgians stick to their guns there and say that if you don't have the vaccination certificate, you have to come in and do some sort of quarantine. Prosecco, don't really like Prosecco that much. No, I didn't grow up in Melbourne. Lovely weather over there, you bet. And we have 164 people on here today. Bit of a light one because of the fact, obviously, that everybody's on holidays, and I would like to know, is anyone in Korcula today? I'm looking for someone who's in Korcula today who could share with me what the town is like and perhaps what I should be doing this afternoon. Hello, Mumbai. My favourite circuit to photograph is Monaco, Arav. Yes, Dimitri, I'll be at the Russian Grand Prix if COVID doesn't get me or the regulations don't, but assuming it all goes fine, I'll be at every race this year. And I'm hearing that we may indeed have 2 races in America back to back, and possibly 2 at Austin, which will be good. Yeah, it is. The internet is excellent from the boat. I went to Korcula in 2017, and I reckon you would have enjoyed it because our first impression is sensational. Hello to the Netherlands. No seasickness, Rob. I felt a little bit queasy this morning on my way here, but I went downstairs and watched a video and fell asleep in front of the telly, so that was good. Yeah, I got a nice watch on my wrist. The quality is crisp. That's nice to hear. Right, well, give me a little swing around here so you can see a full 360. This is the little marina that we're at. And coming around here, you see, you actually can't see the old town. The old town's a bay away from here, but really pretty place. I sneak in my phone to watch F1, says Family Mears, because I'm Aussie. Good for you. Bit of drama in Australia at the moment with some lockdowns taking place. New South Wales has a number of cases and can't get control of it, so I think I'm probably in a better spot being here. Australian citizens returning will not be able to leave. That's right. If you're coming back just for a holiday, maybe they need to look at that. But at some point, Australia has to... There's a little boat coming past there. At some point, Australia just has to, like Europe, just say, right, we're over it now. We're just going to live with the bloody thing. I tell you right now, they don't give a shit over here. They don't give a shit. It's quite amazing. It's just done. Most people, I think, are vaccinated and they just had enough of it and are getting on with life. And thankfully the hospitals aren't under too much pressure. And Kevin's stuck in Greater Sydney. How's the food on board? Well, we've only had one meal on board. We've eaten out otherwise, and we'll eat out again tonight, here tonight. That orange roof looks very much like Croatia. Well, that's what the title of the video is, from Korcula, Croatia, so I think that's probably in keeping with where I am. The weather, perfect, bit windy the last day and a half. Birthplace of Marco Polo, is that right? Modric, he's a very good footballer, he comes from here. Kim Elman heard even Mexico might not host, is it true? Well, they've got some more dramas over there, haven't they? I don't know, it's all up in the air until a couple of weeks prior, and even then, well, I guess there's got to be some point where you say, right, we're going, and then you just wear it. How long will I be on the boat? Another few days. I don't watch cricket. Best country for food? Italy. So far for me. Where's the Socko? Oh no. Well, actually there is some downstairs, but I've got to get a bag of ice. Thank you for reminding me. Somebody actually sent me a list of where all the drivers are holidaying because they've done some work. Well, not all of them. There were 5. There you go, Kevin. Can you see that even? Yeah, I've done a video where I actually unbox that. Well, not unboxed, I just show it being given to me from my wife. Yeah, I'm staying in Croatia until Belgium. I might go to Montenegro, don't know, because that's only a short drive from here. Minnesota, I've been to your capital. No, is Minnesota the capital? No, what's the capital? I can't remember. I've been there. I went to a company that I used to buy a whole lot of equipment from. Why do Aussies like Vegemite? Because they're fed it from birth. Yeah, please like this video. I'm still waiting for a Rolex Panda 2, BMW M2. I'm happy with this one, but I'm going to get a Panda, touch wood. And one of my good F1 photography mates has one. I was most envious, but still, this one's a very nice watch and highly sought after. If you don't know much about Rolexes, they are very hard to get. You put a lot of Vegemite on your toast, correct, Kevin? Looking forward to Spa, yes, and I'm looking forward to Media Day, shooting the drivers at the top of the Eau Rouge looking down, because it is such a beautiful photo, very iconic and a lovely thing. Now, I've got to mention the fact that if you're photography minded, you really need to become a VIP member of my channel, because you get a whole series of raw images that you can edit after each race. So I think I put up 8 last race, correct me if I'm wrong, but anybody who's a VIP member can go and access those photos. You can edit them, play with them, and the raw file is the very highest quality. There's something like 23 megabytes each. So you can do a lot with a raw file, and they're for your personal use. You can't go and sell them or anything, but they are made available to my VIP members, who also get to see a number of exclusive videos like the one I did about the money side of Formula One photography, because so many of you keep asking, how do you do this? How can you afford that? How do you make money? Can I do that? How do you get into the sport? Well, I've put my thoughts down in a video, and I invite you to go and have a look at it. It's available to all VIP members, and if you're a lower level member, you can bump up to VIP. And how do you become a VIP? You go to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Next to the subscribe button is a button that says join. Right, I'm just going to grab a drink here. Back with you. Smash the like button. Good on you, Rob. Did I mean gigabytes? No, 23 megabytes the pictures are, not gigabytes. I don't see the join button anywhere. Well, you need to go to my channel, and you need to do it on a laptop, and then some countries do not allow you to become members. I don't know why. What are they so worried about? What about this water, Jamnica? It's just huge in this country. Every single place has it. How do you plan your trips this year as race gets? I do everything last minute. I've got no flights booked, except 2 home to Australia after the last race. But everything else, all up in the air. And I've got hotels in different race cities, but they're all, except for one, cancelable. So I imagine there is no one here from Korcula watching today. Where's the best viewing spot as far? I got no idea. For me, I've got a couple of spots that I shoot from, but you can't go and watch it from there, and I've got no idea what it's like to be a spectator at Spa. Yeah, I'm hearing Japan may well be cancelled as well, and maybe Qatar or 2 in Saudi. I think there might be an issue with... Oh, Led Zeppelin. I just said I was in Croatia. Are you in Korcula? I had a funny one the other day. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, if Qatar gets one, I don't think the Saudis will be too happy because they've gone and spent quite a lot of money. No scarf, no, it's bloody hot. So the other day I'm in Opatia, beautiful place, one of my favourite places. And if you want to get your question at the top of the list, go to Super Chat. I'm walking along with Tonya, and this kid comes running up behind me, a lovely young fellow, German guy. He says, "Excuse me, is this you?" And he holds up his phone, and he's got my Instagram page. I said, "Yeah, that's me." "Oh, I thought it was you when you walked past, but then I had a look at your story, and then I saw that you were in Opatia, and I thought, well, that must be you." So we had a lovely chat. And in the end, I ended up giving him my only, what do you call it? Tabard from the last race, because I was going to give it away somehow and I didn't know how to do it, and then this kid was there and he appreciated it, so that was very nice. So cheers to Mattia or Matthias, one or the other. Does your merch come to India? No, it doesn't. I think there must be a nice old drama with international deliveries into India and some other countries, because all that stuff comes from a supplier outside Australia, and unfortunately that means I can't sign any books unless you buy an F1 book of mine and bring it to a race, and perhaps you leave it at the reception. I can then sign it and give it back, but it would cost a lot to have it sent to Australia, or to where you couldn't even have it sent to where I am, because there's no guarantee that I'll get it, because I'm moving from one place to the other. Do you plan on selling any of your pictures from holiday? No, they're not worth anything, but thank you for the suggestion, Scott. Favourite lens that changes, I've bought a new... Okay, so the other day, where is it? I shoot with an EOS R for my videos, Canon camera, which is about a 3,000 Aussie dollar camera, and it's not the best one they make. I stupidly didn't get the best one. I went for the second best one, and poor man pays twice, because as it turns out, the jack became faulty, and I thought, well, I need to get that fixed or replaced. Couldn't get it fixed quickly, so I found an EOS R5, which you Canon people will know is an exceptional camera. I got that. I had to drive probably 2.5 hours to Zagreb, picked it up, drove 3 hours back, and I like the camera a lot because it allows me to shoot with the screen out, and with normally you take your photo with your right hand finger like that, but this, you can hold the screen out and press it with your thumb, and wherever you press on your thumb, it focuses on that. Now for me, that means that I can now get very low level shots that were very difficult to get before, because you'd have to get on the ground or shoot blind. You will notice a lot more shots coming from ground level from me over the next, well, for the rest of the season, as long as I don't wreck it. What's this? Just joined. What camera are you talking about? Canon EOS R5. Beautiful piece of equipment. And there is a new R3 coming out, I think it is, which is the replacement for the big camera that I use. Led Zeppelin's having a chat with someone else. Nice to see. Hello, San Diego. Olympics held, but no F1 in Japan. So sad. Well, that hasn't been decided yet, right? That's just rumours, but I'm hearing that. It's very warm here today. And for those of you just joining, let me show you quickly around the harbour here in beautiful Korcula. This is the second marina. But as you can see, pretty nice, huh? And I'll swing you all the way around. Now I can't see I can't see your comments. And you probably can't hear me very well because it's a directional microphone, but then we come around here and back to that lovely view out there. It is a lovely place, spelt with a C, Led Zeppelin. Kevin's from New York City. Oh, Lena's from Split. I just dropped a car off there in Split, and I don't know whether I'd go back and stay in the city. I thought it was busy and messy, and I think I'm probably not going to go back and stay there. But it was a good spot to pick up this boat, and we will go back there to drop it off. Go for a dip. I went for a dip earlier in a little bay. We had lunch. It's nice. English is your third language, Led Zeppelin. Well, hats off to you. I can speak one really well and a little bit of German, but not three. Hello, Heidelberg. I've been to Heidelberg. Yes, and you've got that outdoor amphitheatre that they used to hold rallies going back in the war days that my friend took me up and had a look at. It was really interesting. And the lovely bridge. Yeah, Ankit, Northern Lights interests me, but I think I've got to be here, don't I, in the middle of winter, and I'm unlikely to be here for that. And I've got to stay out of Europe until September 29. Are you going to stop in Zagreb again? I don't think so, unless it is to go and get my EU COVID certificate. That would be the only reason. Oh, I can't say anything but hvala, thank you, in Croatian. I'm from hotel photographer in the Dominican Republic. I've never been there. Oh, yes, I did stop in Rijeka. I went to have a look and see if I could get that camera there, but no chance whatsoever. Have you learned any Croatian? No, just thank you. Hi, Seattle. You drive the boat? No, I don't. We have a skipper. I would not want to be chartering this, driving this. It's 72 feet. And we watched lots of people in the last bay struggle like anything to park their boats. It was hilarious. Just hilarious. Yeah, are we going to go to the Netherlands, or are they going to get cancelled? Hopefully not. It's a bit late to be cancelling that one, I would think. Lost something today? Oh, no. Yeah, I lost my hat yesterday. I left it in the car, I think, so that's gone. My good Rolex hat. Got to get that replaced. And we lost something else. Can't remember. Hello, Vladivostok. JT88. Any thoughts about the Russian GP moving to St. Petersburg? I did hear that the accommodation close to the track is very ordinary. Otherwise you have to travel an hour from St. Petersburg to get to the track. So we'll see what we do there. Hope it isn't anything like the old Zandvoort track. Thank you, Vishvendra from India, I guess. Go to Murta? Don't know about that. What is your shutter speed? For what, Brandon? For what? What temperature? About 32 now in Croatia here, and we're out of the wind, so it feels a fair bit warmer than that. Have I been to Kenya? I've spent 26, well, not 26 weeks. I've spent probably 10 weeks in Kenya, at least, photographing for my Africa on Safari books. And could you please all click the like button now? It's only on 95. I need it to be at 200. Just quickly, click the like button. Have I got one? I can't even click on it. Let's get it up to 200 quickly. And I will continue to tell you more stories of beautiful places like this. Korcula and Dubrovnik. Hopefully you watched my last video. Look at that. Thank you very much. You bumped it up to 142, 152. I reckon we get to 200 in a second. Just press the like button and you'll have done yourself proud. Yeah, look at that. Up to 162. What circuit would I like to see added in the future? I don't really care. I don't care. I'm excited about going to Saudi, and I've said that before. Never been to Chamonix. 24 more required likes, please. 24, and then 20 now. I will consider Digi Wi-Fi Digify going to the R3. It's not a true replacement. Anyway, I'll see. Maybe I just get one, or if 7 more to get to 200, please. Perhaps I just use the R5, and 1 more person required. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. Like button is fired up to 200. Where am I docked? I'm docked at Korcula, the second little harbour here. Did I enjoy photographing in Portugal? Yeah, I did. I love the crests. Yes, I've been to Malaysia. Favourite place to visit in Germany? Oh, I have no favourite place in Germany. Nothing much stands out that I remember too fondly. It was all on an even keel. Shutter speed for your camera? Well, I use everything from 30 seconds up to 8,000. 8,000th. Which camera can be used by me? I'm a beginner. Any camera you can get your hands on. I don't know what low-end stuff is out now, but any camera. The lens is more important. Get yourself a 70 to 200mm lens if you're going to do motorsport, and that's the best multi-purpose lens you will ever use. Is it expensive to hire a yacht? You bet. You bet. You should visit Madeira Island. I don't think we're going to do that. Could be wrong, but favourite track to photograph? Michaela, Monaco. I say that everyone. Monaco. It's lovely. Great place to photograph F1. Are you stepping off the boat? Yes, we're going very shortly. Well, actually, might wait till it cools down a little bit. Might have a swim here, and then we're going to go to the town, have a look around. Have a bite to eat later tonight. Maybe there'll be some parties with other boats down here on the pier. We'll see what happens. Recently, a Croatian car company launched one of the best electric supercars. Is it Rimac Nevera? Is that how you say it? West Coast or Fremantle? West Coast. I see they're not going too well today. And why was the West Coast Eagles game called off for 20 minutes? Was it too much rain? Was that the deal, or was it thunder and lightning? My hair's always on point. It would look pretty shabby 2 videos ago. Absolute shocker. Opinion on soju. Well, how did we get onto soju? No, I don't like it. Soju is the Korean drink. I've had it, but it's a bit like the Japanese one. Sake just doesn't appeal. Yes, it is Rimac. Have you taken photos? No, I've never been to an Indian GP, I'm afraid. Masai Mara in Kenya with balloons was a great highlight. Did the ballooning thing once. Didn't see anything of any note, but it was a nice experience. We're going to go to Viz, Maren. You said we should go to Proizd, near something or other. I'm not sure we're going to go there. Do you have a favourite Croatian meal? I don't. Do you know any? I only know Modric. Luca, that's it. I don't know any clubs. Best camera brand? I don't know. I use Canon, and I've not weighed it up against any other camera. Yes, I've been to Hong Kong numerous times. Recently, I took my son up to see Chic, the band, play a concert there at Clockenflap. And I actually flew from Perth, and I managed to contact Nile Rodgers from Chic and end up getting backstage, not only to meet him and the band and watch the concert backstage and dance on stage for the last song, which he always invites 40 people up. I also, on that night, met Bernard Sumner from New Order and one of the Pet Shop Boys. Neil Tennant had a photo of Neil with my son, and he said, don't put it on social media, and I never have. My father is a good friend of the lad who runs Clockenflap, yeah. And when they sang, New Order sang Blue Monday, you know how it's got that line, because this venue is right on the harbour, and that line of the song says, I see a ship in the harbour, and he squeezed in, I really do. It was very local. If you've just arrived, click the like button. Thank you, Hypersonic, doing all the hard work for me. We're up to 216, we need to get it to 300. What are your thoughts on the lockdown situation in Australia? I think it's disappointing and frustrating for my business, for all businesses in Australia, where it's up and down. Certainly we're having to learn to be adaptive, but Australia just has to get vaccinated, and like Europe, get over it. Just get over it. It's a flu. Some people are going to die. They're going to die on the roads. They're going to die somewhere, as long as our hospitals aren't overrun. When will I go to Spa? Day before. the Thursday media day, so that's a Wednesday. Glad you... Douglas, you need to watch my video about the money side of Formula One photography. Open to all VIP members. I don't know when I'll get back to Hong Kong. Go and watch the video. Opinions on British and Irish. I didn't know anything about it. I have no idea what's going on. What's the best way to get in touch with you for an interview request? info@kimillman.com. What is Brazil going to host? I'm told Brazil still looks like it's going to go ahead. Yeah, New South Wales had one death, closed the entire state down. Yeah, Australia has to get over it. Well, when I say Australia, we have to get over it. I'm Australian, obviously. Are you planning on going to Var Island? We were just there this morning. I didn't actually get off the boat because I edited a video, but my wife went and my two friends went as well. But they said it was lovely. No, Lando's nowhere near me, I don't think. During the summer break, you're going to stay in Croatia. Maybe go to Montenegro, as I mentioned before. Favourite driver to photograph, Matthew? I don't have a favourite. I like... Well, okay, any driver that looks at me, that's my favourite. Otherwise, I'm getting shots that aren't that great. But Lando acknowledges, Pierre, Daniel, Charles sometimes, Valtteri almost all the time. Excuse me, drinking. It's extremely hot here. What do you think of Denmark? I've never been. I imagine I could see the Northern Lights from there, could I not? What's going on? Is there another... Oh, hello. What's going on out here? Is another boat arriving, backing in? Yeah, that's quite lovely out here with these boats coming and going. And they put their anchors way out deep there. Do you ever talk to the drivers? Yes. Not all the time. Obviously not when there's 100 photographers around. Who's the shyest driver? Mick Schumacher is quite... I don't think he really cares for the cameras. But he's not rude in any way, and he just... Yeah, we're getting invaded. He just goes about his business. But he's got beautiful blue eyes. Will you shoot cars going up at Eau Rouge? Well, if I do, I have to devote a whole session to that one corner, which is a big investment of time, but maybe it is worth doing for maybe FP2. I don't know, we'll see, hey? F1 was shot down in Long Beach due to the millions it would take to make it grade 1. Yeah. Hello, Toronto. I think my sister lived there at some point. Or, yeah, I think so. Oof, that boat's getting pretty close. Yeah, he's right next to us. You can see that down there, can you? I'll give you a quick look. See what's going on. There you go, they're backing in slowly and going to be enjoying a night here. Let me just make this solid. Whew, it's hot. Do I think I might miss any races? Any reason I'd miss a race is if I get COVID. Or they go and... No, I don't think I will miss a race unless I get COVID. My most lucrative F1 photo has definitely been, or there's two, Daniel coming out of the tunnel in Monaco, and the two, I'll say two photos here, the two Gulf oil liveried McLarens coming out of the tunnel in Monaco. Sorry, Daniel on the Hockenheim grid in 2019. But the Gulf oil photos just sell every day. 3 and 4, 5 copies a day sell of that. It's a fantastic picture. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to prostarpics.com. In the search bar, type Lando, Monaco, and I think tunnel. Or even just Lando tunnel. Try that. That should bring up those pictures, and they are truly beautiful because that was a one-off livery, and the picture is just glorious. Don't get arrested. I shan't get arrested. So it's a really social scene down here. Those pics are epic. Yes, Eddie, they are. How do you stay up to date of what's happening during a GP? Well, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I miss a lot. When I've got my headphones in on track, it's great because I can hear what's going on from the BBC, not BBC, yeah, Live 5 crew. Hello, Rafin. He's now a VIP member. So Rafin, get over to the community tab once this is finished. Don't go yet. Community tab, and click in there and look down. You'll see all of the freebies you get, and look for the video about the money side of F1. Look for the RAWs that you get. Look for the extra wallpapers that you get each month. Well, we're eating mostly off the boat. Is that Nyla? What's going on there? Oh, he's just smashed his boat up against the pier, the dock. But nice to have a new member. Those livery were also epic. Would really like to see that. I'd like to see it again too. I'm going up to the bell tower, and I will go up to the bell tower. That's one bay over here. Maybe when it gets a bit cooler, because it's bloody hot now. Lovely native familiar sounds. How do you become a VIP member? Sean, you go to my channel, my YouTube channel. Next to the subscribe button, you'll find a join button. You click on that and pick a membership. Now, you need to do it on a laptop in some countries, and some countries do not allow it. But I imagine if you used a VPN, I reckon you could get around that, couldn't you? What's the temp? Be 32 right now, I reckon. Bit of a light breeze here, stronger breeze out there. Reckon, Rob? Nah, I wouldn't be worried about that. Could be wrong. Aston Martin's appeal. Well, why wouldn't they appeal? They might have to stump up a few dollars, but if they think they've got a case, what's the worst? They don't have any change, not upheld, and they're no worse off. I don't know anything, Jake, about Africa hosting an F1 race. It's whatever you read. Isn't that a beautiful background? God, it's lovely. There's a great little slippery slide water thing, inflatable thing over there. It's quite good. Kim, happy Book Lovers Day. Is that right? It's a Book Lovers Day. Tonya's downstairs, I think. Is that your boat? No, well, it is my boat for a week, but I don't own it. And in fact, you never want to own a boat. You just want to rent them. It's far more cost effective to rent the bloody things. They're such expensive buggers to upkeep. Your thoughts on Danny Rick? I think he's under a lot of pressure, isn't he? To live up to the hype, and certainly he would have priced himself at a level where you would expect him to do a lot better. And I'm sure he'll get to that point at some point. But I think he would have liked to have done it a bit quicker. And I'm sure that plays on his mind. And if you're a team and someone comes to you and says, look, I can do this for you, I want this much money, the team would expect him to be delivering at a higher level. And at some point, they might have to look at that. But who knows? Who knows what the deal is? It might be that if I don't get this many points, I don't get this much money. Who knows? That stuff is played very close to everyone's chest. At the end of the Camel Straight, best spot to shoot for the race. Yeah, well, I like to go on the inside there. The Camel Straight is the long one after you go past Eau Rouge, then you take the right and the left. After the left, no, you take a right and then a left. Yeah, after the left-hander, about 40 metres up, I shoot through the bottom rung of the Armco, and you get nothing in the background but trees, and it's such a pure shot. First GP I attended, oh, it would have been one in Adelaide when I was about late 80s, I think. Bring out another 1,000 is an acronym for boat. Are you catching up with FF mirrorless hype catching the industry? I'm still comfortable with my Mark IIIs. Now this R5 I bought recently had 45 megabyte files. It was my 1DX Mark III only has about 23 megabytes, but I don't think that's the be all and end all, just the megabytes. That's right, happiest days of a boat owner, day you buy it, day you sell it. Danny Rick's car is suited for Lando, you reckon? What's going on back there? If you've never been to Korcula, if you've never been to this country, Croatia. See these hills there? And where are they? There. That goes up to about that height. Oh, there. It just goes up and up, and they're so beautiful. And when travelling out on these waterways, it's such a lovely thing to see. I will enjoy Croatia. I think if you don't enjoy it, you're hard to please. Does FIA have their own photographers? They have a contract with Getty Images, and it's Formula One, I think, that not FIA that has the contract. And Getty is the largest and most experienced, longest serving house there, I think. And they're brilliant. They get the best photographers there. My water is now warm because it's so hot. I don't know whether I'll do a driver's drive to the track, Jason. I don't know. I'll see. I've got to find some time, and maybe tomorrow I will do a video early in the morning before the sun comes up, because otherwise the sun is too harsh. Now, is there any way I can up the exposure on this live stream? I would love to be able to do it, because I'm a little bit dark, but I don't know how to do it. Maybe one of you can advise me. Other videos I've got in mind. What else am I going to do? I don't know, but my wives and girlfriends video has gone absolutely berserk. 500,000 views in 4 weeks. That's huge for me. So that's quite a good earner, that one. Need more of them. Imagine for me if everyone did 1 million views. That'd be very nice. It'll happen one day. Might be able to tweak its software side, don't know. Okay, as long as it looks good to you, Brian. Jonah, don't worry about the money. It's not important. Favourite cocktail to drink on a boat? Oh, by the way, Bernie Ecclestone was with us last night at the restaurant we ate at, and I believe he's followed us here to this bay. And also, and you'll see that in my travel video next, he has a magnificent 60-metre yacht. It's a cracker. And parked next to his yacht, or 2 away, was Michael Schumacher's old boat. So I'm told. But yeah, I believe Bernie is here. I've just got a red-hot message straight on my screen here. You want to turn on your ring light as you are in the show. I know, I don't have a ring light. I don't bring any lights. That is a luxury I could not afford weight-wise for this trip. So we're just going to you have to turn up your exposure on your screens. Marin's on Korcula. Marin, come and say hi. We're down here on the jetty. Thoughts on Rustle testing the new wheels? What did he test? Tell me about that. What's the time there? It is 5 p.m. and still very hot. Mars Island. Never been there? Not sure if you know this, but Ted Kravitz... Yeah, I know, I saw Ted do that. He copies me, the bastard. He's a fun guy. I like Ted. I have a lot of time for him. But I don't think he's got any vision of the drivers driving them or getting out of them. I've got that. Well, not vision, I've got pictures. Looks dark on your screen because it's bright out, yes. New 2022 wheels in a Mercedes car. No idea. That's beyond me, but I'm just going to have a quick look around here. Well, those people that pulled up next to us have now gone. They weren't there very long. This is a very nice place. No, I don't follow IndyCar, Emma, but did I see Marcus Ericsson won last night? He was up in the air at one stage and had damage to his car and won, and I think, was that the same race that Roman Grosjean did well at the start and then ended up at the back of the field? Yeah. If I'm in the Netherlands, you're invited to shoot European kingfishers. No, straight after the Netherlands I have to get out, straight after. And in fact, I have to go straight to Italy, and then after Italy I think we go to Russia, don't we? Haven't even planned on that trip yet. They didn't want to pay for the damage that they did to the dock. Are you going on land for dinner? Yes, we are. Okay, so Marcus won because somebody binned it. Okay. Yeah, there's not any chance that I'm ever going to see those races here. Stop ignoring my questions. Khan, if I don't see your question, mate, I don't answer it. How long are you going to be in Korcula? 1 or 2 nights, I think. USA after Austin. No, where do we go after Austin? I think Mexico's in doubt, isn't it? Marcus won because he's a good driver and skilled. Yes, and he wears glasses. Nice fella too. I have a lot of time for Marcus. Will I be in Spa? Yeah, unless I get COVID. Or the government won't let me in because I don't have the right paperwork, but haven't had a problem with that yet. Do I get a business extension for Schengen? No, you can't get a business extension. It's not possible. And if you know a way to do it, let me know, because all my investigations have been negative. No go. Now, can you teach us some Aussie slang? Nah. Yeah, no good, thanks. Do a black flip into the water. That would end probably in me in hospital. Another 5 nights on the boat. Is your wife single? No, she's married, I think. My first wife. She's married, yeah. Are you planning to go to every race? Yes, Kevin. Will you ever go and photograph NASCAR or Indy? I don't think I'd get accredited, would I? How do you get accredited for those? And I'd have to be in the country and have an off week for that to happen. And I'm not sure I'd have any outlet for those images, or whether you, as an F1 person, would be at all interested. Favourite food you've had during time in Croatia? Oh, look, I don't ever really eat anything too local. I tend to stick to what I know. You have to check out the Starry Most Bridge in Mostar, Bosnia. The waterfalls on the... Oh yeah, yes, I do know about the waterfalls in Bosnia. I'm not sure I'm going to get there though. Once again, that'll be left to the last minute. What was that one up there? Cheryl retracted her messages. Will you put a what drivers drove? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Just don't know. It's very hard to do these videos because I want to get out and explore all of this. But if I have to sit down in that cabin for 6 hours editing a video, I think, oh, do I really want to? No, you can't get vision focused media. We can't shoot vision at the track. So you can't stick a GoPro on the top. It's illegal. The moment you shoot vision or audio from the track, you are banned forever. So that wouldn't be very good, would it? Same track for 2 races in USA, or they have a second track. Well, they might go to Indy perhaps, or they have 2 at Austin. Anyway, until they announce it, it's all up in the air. But there are talks going on. I do know that it is a consideration. Everything is a consideration. Everything's on the table, and they're ready to move at a moment's notice. Yeah, can you please all like the video now? It's 2:55. Let's bump it up to 300 quickly. I'm going to go to Viz, Eric. Definitely going to go to Viz. We're just going to get this number up to 300. Viz apparently is a beautiful place to have a look at. That's good, 270. 30 more. Let's get it up to 300. And then I will tell you about some nice photos I took of both Lando and Pierre walking through the swipe gates. 279 up to 300, please. Goodo. Yeah, they walked through the swipe gates underneath the tunnel at the track in Hungary, and they both looked over their shoulders at me. Well, to be truthful, I asked them, and they were compliant. Thank you for that. And I got some lovely pictures. I love those over the shoulder looks, especially with the grid girls when I used to shoot the grid girls, because you get them doing the sneaky little coy look over their shoulders. Great photos always. 15 more to get to 300. Thank you very much. Jake, thank you very much for your enthusiasm. Messi to PSG. I heard that Max Verstappen's going to PSG as the bus driver. Lando and Dan still friendly. I don't see them ever together because we have no paddock access. I've got no idea. 11 more people, please, or 9 now to like it, and then we'll get back on with it. Do you think F1 needs to come to Croatia? No, I don't think it needs to go anywhere. Where they go now is fine. Can we have a video of the worst and best foods at the circuits? Or France wasn't very good. Melbourne's never very good. It's just very basic. Monaco, always very basic. But last race in Hungary, they picked up their act and we got hot meals delivered, and it was excellent. Just excellent. So thank you very much to the Hungaro Ring. And 304 likes, thank you very much. Yes, I've got my camera kit available. Wood Nog Spaan Martin. That might be Dutch. I think I'm pretty right in saying that. Naked women on the boat behind me. Stop that. Thanks for the tip. I don't think it's true, but thank you very much for the tip. Do I like racing in the rain? Well, you know what I did last race? I was down on the grid and I was taking lots of photos. I went down and I shot the driver's parade. Normally we'd go back to the media centre and edit for 20 minutes, but it was too long to get back there, so I stayed down there, put lots of photos up of people in the stands, and I'm going to do that more often because I put them straight up online and people love it. And then 30 minutes before the start of the race, someone says it's going to bucket down. Oh no, my wet weather gear's all in the media centre. So luckily we have a dedicated shuttle driver who takes 7 of us around the track. So I just texted him, said, any chance you could grab this bag with my wet weather gear? It is next to my desk, number 70, and blow me down. Within 3 minutes he sent me a pic, this bag. So he brought that out to me. So I had it ready, but it didn't really require it. Do you find us British snobby? No, I don't find you snobby. But then again, I don't think the snobs go to F1. I think they might be in Parliament. Bernie's just arriving. Where's Bernie? Oh, they must. My wife's around the old town. So Bernie's yacht has arrived here, and lovely Fabiana's with him as well. He's got a 66-year-old child and a 5-year-old, I think, or 5 or 6. Give us a video on the whole boat renting process with a review of your boat. Maybe. Oh, the toilet's buggered. Our toilet's buggered, so they're having to swap a motor over. You should go to Pelisic. It's beautiful. Look, everywhere we're going is beautiful. So if we get there, and I don't know anything about Rasmus, so I don't know 7D Mark IIs or 90Ds. Couldn't even tell you. I did have a 7D for a while. Boat tour, it's on my video. Go and have a look at the video I already did the other day. Where do you go to the toilet on the track? They've got little portable toilets all around the track, or the media centre. Seems to be a few budgie smugglers around here. Yeah, what's this boat coming in here? No, mainly a bunch of blokes, I think, or a family. He's got a very big catamaran. How's he going to go here? Hello, Lone Ranger. Thank you for backing the channel. You're going to watch this gentleman here bring his boat in. He's doing all right, isn't he? What do I plan on doing for the break? Just hanging around Croatia, killing time. There it is, the man on the jetty down here. I don't know whether you can see him. He's given the instructions, talking him in. Big chance that Dutch BP will be cancelled for September. Right. Well, I wouldn't mind that, actually, because then I could come back here. But no, I'd rather go to the race. Do you have a camera sponsor? No, I don't. Did you shoot the restart? Yes, and I tell you, that picture, Raj, was available to all of my VIP members as a RAW file. So if you have not joined as a VIP member, do it now. You can get on there and grab that RAW file. You can edit however you want, and it's yours to use for your own personal benefit. Do you have a shop online for your photos? Yes, prostarpics.com. I mention it at the end of every video. That Lewis pic was not there. Yeah, I believe it was. Somebody, well, I'd go back and have another look. I'd go back and have a look. Because I understand it was there. It was one of about 8 that they put up. If not, email me at info@kimellman.com and I'll have my office look at it, but I understand it's there. Too bad they don't reschedule a Canadian GP. COVID numbers are very low here. But, like Australia, would we have to quarantine? Because as soon as you say to F1, all your people have to quarantine, they say, nope, not interested. We'll go somewhere where we can just get in. And very few cases have been picked up. I think there were 4 at one race with us guys. Caden Shoot, go and have a look. Become a VIP member and watch the video. The money side of Formula One photography. I'll put it all in there. You put up 4 RAWs as only 4 are visible. Yeah, that's right. And I thought that picture was one of them. Somebody else go and have a look and tell me if that one is one of those 4. If not, I'll put it up at some point. My previous membership got expired without notice. Why? It's a monthly thing, so if you don't bump it up every month or whatever it is, it drops out, yeah. I know you use 2 cameras, but how many batteries? I carry 1 spare battery, that's it. Do you get shoot for pleasure these days? Yeah, I do. I shoot a lot of stuff around here on this trip. As long as you're vaccinated. Oh, that's great news, Canada. Well done, Kevin, for letting me know that. Australia needs to do that as well. We're trialling something in South Australia where those who have been vaccinated can come back and quarantine at home in Adelaide for 7 days. So they're going to trial that. And I'm hoping that by the time I need to go home in December, that'll be nationwide. And hopefully they will recognise my vaccination, because there's some doubt that they'd recognise anything that wasn't done in Australia. Which seems bloody bizarre. Okay, Arnav, I'll have to look into that and work out why. You're a VIP member, Arnav, aren't you? 85% vaccinated. We don't have that in Australia, that's for sure. Favourite lens? I change my mind all the time. 500, 600, and then I'll go to an 85. Just all over the shop. The 50's nice too. I got Pfizer and I got Johnson & Johnson. Right, and with that said, one more question and then I'm going to leave you because I have to go and see Bernie's boat, which is over here in the harbour next to me. Which question? I don't eat oysters, Cheryl, don't love them. They did have them at the last place. And with that, I'll say goodbye, because that, my friends, is the final question. So from beautiful, beautiful Korcula in the country of Croatia, I'll say goodbye to you and thank you